Well, a big point of contention for a really long time with MCU fans is exactly where Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fits into the wider world. And now it appears a new book from Marvel Studios is going to give us those details, and quite honestly, a lot of fans of the show are not going to be happy. Well, we have an upcoming MCU Timeline book that has been officially licensed by Marvel, and it seems to pull the rug out from a lot of people's thought patterns surrounding Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Now, it seems like Marvel might have misled fans a little bit here, because when Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. hit ABC in 2013, it was clearly marketed as a tie-in to the MCU. The series was headlined by Clark Gregg, who was back from the dead after Loki stabbed him in the chest in the Avengers, and it brought on a whole new group of characters and many adventures that spanned multiple seasons and created a massive fan base. It's always been thought that S.H.I.E.L.D. was legitimately connected to the movies, but as the show's seasons went on, those connections became more and more distant, and they definitely ventured out on their own. Now, to be fair, none of Marvel's movies, series, or specials have ever made any reference to the S.H.I.E.L.D. series, or quite honestly to any other series made by Marvel Television. We are getting a new Daredevil, and Charlie Cox has returned as Matt Murdock, but we still yet see any references to the original show, and we might get some in the Daredevil series, but none of them have manifested yet. Now, what seems to seal the fate for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is the upcoming book, Marvel Studios, the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Official Timeline. And this book lays out every event that happened in the first 4 phases of the universe in a nice, easy-to-read, chronological format. I have put a link to the book over on Amazon in the pinned comment down below. You probably should pre-order it if you want it, because these Marvel books sell out fast and they become almost impossible to get. Now, we're not able to see the book until October, but thanks to some extended previews over on Amazon, the book's contents are searchable, and this is where things start to unravel. When you search for Phil Coulson, you do find some references to him. But it's pretty easy to look at this list that definitely cannot account for all those episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which was over 7 seasons. Furthermore, if you look at the index of the book, which is available, there's no mentions of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or material from that show. For example, there's no mention of the Terrigen outbreak, there's no mention of the Chronicons, and there's also no mention of Ghost Rider. Add on to that none of the shows like Daredevil, The Runaways, Cloak and Dagger, or Luke Cage are listed in that same book. This seems to draw a pretty definitive line into what is and isn't canon for Marvel Studios, purposefully edited up to the end of Phase 4. It seems quite honestly that Marvel Studios does not view these properties as official MCU canon, and I suspect they will totally be explained away as part of the multiverse storyline to give fans some kind of warm and fuzzy feeling about how all this is going to be reconciled. Now, to be totally fair, if you're a fan of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and you love that show, does it even matter? And quite honestly, I don't think it does. The series did a great job connecting with fans, and fans truly love the show almost throughout its run. And there's honestly something to be said for that. It is a good show, it is a fun show, and it is a Marvel show. And if for you, your official MCU timeline includes Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., well, that's perfectly okay. But it does appear that Marvel Studios has finally kind of drawn a pretty definitive line in the sand, and unless the book comes out in October with a lot more material than we're expecting, I think this has finally been answered. But until the book drops, we're going to have to wait and see.